It's the Packers who are currently in control of the football. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Get the football back.
A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it now. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
No, he's hurt. That's my big playmaker.
Get it to their 30-yard line. Oh, now Miller slow and getting up.
My main guy.
He's still down on the ground. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there,
but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
11 yards there, first down. Going for his running back, and he's got it complete.
Well, the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
11 yards there, just like last play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
We catch that, we get our first touchdown.
Lines up incomplete. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen, but it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
Okay,
and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. It's to his running back, complete. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Showed some flash on the run, but he will be brought down shy of his 10. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Third down.
They'll go again to Jones. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. He's able to get it back to right around the 27. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to a backup.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished.
Yeah, it was a close
They did
game,
score in the
just got
2nd
shut
quarter.
out.
Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
There you go. 2 tough losses. Bears one was devastating. I'm like frustrated. It's our D-line. He's 77, but he's not playing very well. Here's my slot. First Campbell looks like a good sign. Fast speed. And Miles Boykin. hairs. And some key guys. But better D tackle maybe. Wrong one. Getting ready for this game.
Today, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Minnesota Vikings. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And the Denver Broncos. At their line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Looking to throw on second down. McClure. Open here, Adam Thielen. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Let's get Newman's to catch us.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Scotty Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. You'd have to imagine. a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
The former Missouri Tiger Drew Lock will be at quarterback as he leads out the Denver Broncos. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Melvin Gordon, the ball carrier.
The numbers a week ago from Melvin Gordon: 20 carries, 56 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Now to the air, Lock. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
Throwing now is Lock. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings 7, Broncos nothing.
Lock now on 1st down.
Almost. That could have been a pick 6.
Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big body receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lock completing it to the right side.
Completed, but he runs out.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch.
Good, 7-3 game. Vikings still take the lead.
Stopped him in his tracks.
Vikings 7.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac. But you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Gladney with a huge hit.
Of 38 yards officially, and the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll hand this one off to Gordon, and he'll fight
Tackle
forward to about the
Hendrickson.
27-yard
Who
line.
wants this game?
Trey Hendrickson, the
Ready,
one who gets him on the
mid-season.
ground. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Throwing out a
They stay on the
2-3
ground.
game losing
This
streak.
time it's Johnson. And he'll
Gotta
push his
kick
way
back up.
forward to about the 32. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Locke. And that is
Good break up on
incomplete.
Surtain.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Vikings to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. And they give this time to the tailback. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Number 28, the ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
38-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Operating from the gun, McClure. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A.J.
I
Boyd
waited
with
too
the
long.
pick.
When he's through pick.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
Once.
No doubt about
He's
it,
been
and
wiping
his
my
coaching
transfer
staff will be
TV, but I'm
emphatic
not
about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But
Losing
remember,
some snaps.
2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Something must not seem right to Locke here, so he steps back and calls timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Locke. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
On my slot corner.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Locke looks to throw it again. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Broncos.
23 yards, the final tally.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Again, it's Locke. And he's got it. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Picked by Kendricks.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
By the Vikings. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation.
Even more
Either
yards.
side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Going up top for Miller. And this
More catches that
goes
down,
left to
goes
go.
down.
Intended for Scotty Miller.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. The final shot before break. McClure going deep this time for Miller. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like every...
Do some adjustments. I'm going to put Newman at starting QB. Running back, I'm going to keep Melton in. Wide receiver. Jefferson's better going to catches. I signed one more guy. Is that another receiver, didn't I? Put Boykin. Okay, tight end. Or Smith, okay. Left end. Yep. Let's put in a lot of our backups. Linebacker, we're putting in Pete Warner. Linebacker, we're putting in Mata. I just said linebacker, we're gonna put in. No. Warner was putting Crotters. DT. Him. And Lynch. Right end, we're gonna put in Woodham. Left end, we're gonna put in Mitchell. Lineman else. Keep the center the same. Right guard. Record. Tight end now. We're gonna put in Thompson. Receiver now. It's time to put in Jefferson. Hasn't really got catches this game, but oh well. Nate Stanley's gonna wear a backup this game. Slot corner. Where's DT? Damon Harris. And then Snell. There. Now we're back. Making halftime adjustments.
Ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
Putting in a lot of our backups.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in the second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Drew Lock once again leads the Broncos out. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Offside. Defense.
Offside.
So offside's the call, and they understandably declined it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
The more football I watch, the more
why
I want
did
to
I
check
put
and
in
see
my
teams are going
backups?
to
I
panic
still
when they're down
have
on
a
the
lot of time
scoreboard.
running games
And
this
this
year.
team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
10 more yards.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Lock going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 35. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
At the 35-yard line.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
9-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Lock to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle.
Options. Volume control there. The music out like 50. that better?
Catch it. Now third down.
Is that better?
For Jerry Jeudy, incomplete. Brings up third down and 3 yards to go.
Block working out of the gun.
Gotta throw.
This Minnesota
Good, thank you.
D up to the task on the third down pass play.
My backups with my starters once in a while in there.
That the early jitters are long
Just made a
gone.
huge stop.
They should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays.
Barely made it,
they
but
have not been doing
now
so
it's time
far.
for a backup offense to get some playing time.
Makes the score Vikings 7.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some
Okay.
points. As you said, inching
How's
your
that better
way back
return?
in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
You are?
Their defense
Jeez.
has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10.
Intended.
First play of the drive
There's
there
the
is
lane.
incomplete.
Complete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
A third quarter now, a 1-point game as they
you go.
line up second and 10.
Newman
Once again, this
has a
time
better
it's
pass.
complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one
Benny
of the simpler
Snell.
routes in the playbook, but oh
I
so
back up.
effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Thompson.
No gain on the play.
He has like a better route.
Back to throw now on second and 10.
Go Felton.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back.
Felton's fast.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
My backups
He
are
was
not
not
that
the
bad, to be
primary
honest.
target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should
I have
end
not
the
a good
down.
backup
In this
lineman,
case,
though.
He foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Dang. Can you go, by the way?
Now, third quarter action in Denver. Here's Snell. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Benny Snell.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it's third
Yeah, I did.
down.
I just checked it. That's
A nickel
insane.
set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete.
I'll be right back. Turn the call, by the way.
The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Good. Makes the score Vikings 10.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for
Go.
a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time.
Here we go.
Able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way we do.
Hello? Can you hear me? I can't find my earbuds, but I have wireless earbuds, so I'm gonna use them. Okay. Did you see what I'm doing in my stream? I'm putting in, trying to see who's gonna be good for the future. Even though it's week 8, I'm playing some of my backups. My backups are actually not that bad. They held the good Broncos to a field goal. And I got a field goal too. So I got not that bad of backups.
Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense,
Okay.
they don't even want to see the field goal kicker.
Are you on your dad's Xbox?
They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. It's a pick
Okay.
up for 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards.
Still
on the
can't.
pickup. 2nd and 6.
Yeah, I know. There's 3 different fields.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the
You should try a franchise.
League on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. Just
And you should
inside
just
the
record
30.
it for your channel. Like I'm doing.
Shotgun snap to Lock. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And they get.
Wait, I'll try to find my. I'll be right back. I'll try to find my earbuds. found a pair of earbuds. I don't know if they're mine or not, but whatever.
Down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner.
I'm in a close game in the fourth quarter with the Broncos. I have my backups in yet, but once in a while, like, they come in, right?
But to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
Yeah.
The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he is
huge hit stick. Let's go.
Not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically, it's that outside player.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
Can you hear me?
Because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot.
Are you there?
That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there, and it's 3rd and 4.
Can you hear me?
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. And he will have
the
Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Because I switched from my left earbud to my right earbud.
They get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Now Lock again. He'll look underneath and dump it off to Duke John.
Back. Oh, I'm an idiot. Hello. I figured out what happened. My other thing, and I did finally find my other pair of earbuds. It was under my chair. So in my other earbuds I was using, they kept connecting in and out. So that's why I kept asking if I could hear you.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd in just about a few inches here.
Oh, you're the Cowboys, I'm guessing.
13-yard line.
Off the draw, here's Johnson.
Modish first career tackle happens against the Broncos in the red zone. Here we go. Danny, I might lose this game. They're at the 10. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game. I'm winning by 4, 10-6. They have 0 touchdowns all game.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line.
And I'm on the road.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. On 2nd down, Johnson.
Touchdown Broncos at the 2-minute warning.
Duke Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
You know it sucks, Danny? If I would have had my starting defense in, he wouldn't have scored the touchdown. Because they just had an update like a couple days ago.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys.
Yeah.
Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Yeah. Here we go. I'm down by 3 with my backup offense. Do you know what I'm doing? I'm not gonna put in my starters. This is the test. Do you know what this is? This is the test for my backup team. Never mind, I'm putting in my starters. I have to put in my starters. My old. Do you know I need to at least put in my starting line? I get like no time in the pocket. Right tackle, I need to put my right tackle back in there. I keep getting sacked from the right side. My blind side.
In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Here we go. I have everything back up but my line right now. Go Miller. Scotty Miller is a good guy. I might give Jamie Newman some starts because he's a
good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down.
What roster did you upload?
That they have, as well as understand where they are in the field.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Partner, you gotta like what they're doing right there.
And you shouldn't have Everson Griffin either.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Wait, did you hit use real life roster, right? Oh, I know what you did. You started at the beginning of the year. That's why. No, Danny. Less than 50 seconds. My backup team could win this game. Less than 30 seconds now. First career touchdown.
Wow. I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
I said it started at noon. Oh yeah, I forgot.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out there.
No, Saints and Bears play later. Ravens Titans play at 12 my time.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Here we go. Danny, a close game.
Now Locke. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Intended for Melvin Gordon. So after the
Danny, if I lose this game, I'm going to be triggered.
He's back to throw. Got Gordon open, completes it. Now they burn the timeout. And they're kind of in that gray area.
Danny, this is the situation. Broncos are the football. 3rd and 6. 9 seconds at my 40-yard line.
They might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play.
17 to 13.
The first down line at the 30.
I'm only up by 4. So touchdown wins it. They throw it. They throw a little screen pass. He gets tackled. No, Danny, it's even closer now. Danny, 2 seconds, 15-yard line.
One final try for Locke.
He's picked off.
Pressure there as it's intercepted.
Good job, Marcelo Ball with a pick.
Seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final
Because I have PlayStation.
We were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focused on. And that last play was one of them.
Danny, I held on.
Had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
Danny, I ended my 3-game losing streak. No, I played the whole second half with my backups. But didn't you hear what? It wasn't my full backups, Danny. Part like some of them came in as subs. But still, most of it was my backups. Offense was pretty much all backups. You know my running back, Danny? My rookie running back? He wanted more touches and yards, right? He got angry at me. So he lost morale. The Bears are 8-0 now. I've only played them once this year. I lost by 4. Yeah. Oh, I went 2-1 in the games yesterday. Do you know what ones I got wrong? The last one. Yes, the Bucks are super overrated. Yeah, with a backup QB. What seed am I currently in the NFC? I'm currently 11th in the NFC. But I'm 3-4. Wait, the Saints now play at Saints Park? They don't play at the Superdome anymore? It's Thursday night prime time. I'm wearing my full color rush. The Saints are gonna wear their color rush. Psych. They're not. The Vikings Saints, the rivalry. Here we are. Vikings Saints. What I'm gonna do to trigger the Saints? Should I play the whole first half with my backups?
It's Madden NFL football. It's Thursday night football on EA.
This is definitely does not look like the Superdome.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's
I'm now starting my starters.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, McLaurin. Smith catches left side.
So I think intermediate is like all pro.
Across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Vikings first down.
Now a give right side. Melton. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run.
That's what I do, Danny. I
headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
2nd and inches.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They run for the first time with Benny Snell, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets.
Danny, in my franchise, the Cowboys are 5-3. But they have to play the 5-3 football team.
You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go.
And he will score. Touchdown, Viking.
Complete to number 19.
Adam Thielen. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical, and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And then he goes with a juke. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Danny, this is something I'm for sure not going to do. Start my backups against the Saints.
Cover 2, and what that really means is you have corners, what we call
Saints are 4-3.
on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. 2nd and 9 now for the Vikings and Saints. You might recall they battled in the wild card round a season ago, and it was the guys in purple who came in and pulled off the upset, with Kirk Cousins finding Kyle Rudolph in the end zone in overtime to sew up a 26-20 win. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0.
You have to go, Danny.
7, Saints nothing.
Now Leonard Fournette. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Gain on the play.
Do you have to go in?
3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Okay. Let's go. Sack by Columbus, his first of his career, I think.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuck
Did you
out.
hear who scored the touchdown to take the lead against the Broncos last week? It was one of my, I don't know if he's a rookie or second year guy, but he got his first career touchdown reception. Now I'm going to start my starters, because I still have a chance at playoffs yet.
He's up past the 35-yard line.
Ball carried by number 20.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
looking to throw. McClure.
6-yard line.
This to C.J. Ham, the fullback.
McClure's pass.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Back to throw. McClure.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw.
I also have the Titans winning.
5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down.
Cody Barton on the stop. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun. McClure. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Gain of 9 yards. First down, Vikings.
From the gun. McClure. That's complete to the
Catch Thielen. Thielen's on a roll.
And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
First down, Minnesota.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Scotty Miller with a touchdown.
Touchdown, Minnesota. Scotty Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He was brought down by
Ravens, Titans, and Browns, Steelers.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Rams are going to Green Bay.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. That kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series.
This clock went fast in my game, Danny.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and go a bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way.
Catch Thielen.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
A big pickup of 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Quickly to Thielen here. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the 8-yard line.
So we come upon halftime with our... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Saints nothing. St. Gonzalez set to kick off.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what's working.
Adam Troutman, the intended receiver.
Hello.
Third down.
Makes it 3rd down.
She just keeps saying hello constantly.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
I'm not doing a high contest.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all
the Saints aren't very good. I'm winning 14-0. I could have scored before half, but I didn't.
They all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally
That should have been running into the kicker. Not running into the kicker, I mean running into the kick returner.
Possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this out to...
Are you talking about your schedule, Danny?
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll
oh, NBA, okay.
A 6-yard.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run of 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Vikings.
Operating from the gun, McClure. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, when they were completed anyway.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And that will be incomplete. The other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point.
Why?
And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
3 on the play. 1st down, Minnesota.
On 1st down, McClure. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. McClure. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A good red zone run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and goal. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. From the gun, McClure. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
More than just a Snickers bar.
His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were
Going to be
counting on
0-3.
getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set
And
for
beating
their
the Saints
next drive in
21-0.
New Orleans offense. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to
This is the rematch of the divisional round of last
you
year.
gotta show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run. This is Kamara. Able to power through. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
The ball carrier.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory.
Saints might score their first points of the game.
42 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone
Danny.
opportunity here. They have a
I've kept
first and
him.
10 at the 13-yard line.
I'm winning 21-0 on them.
EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to
They're
the
4 and 3.
parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Open man is the
3 and 4.
Troutman. And he'll get this down inside the 5.
I went on a 3-game losing streak.
Out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards.
Blitz. They're gonna run with Kamara.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, Kamara.
Let's go, Wilson. TFL.
Back to the 4, but that's about all.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Traquan Smith's wide open and for a Saints touchdown.
From 4 yards out. And the Saints get a bit closer. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all. And now
Danny, I'm winning 21-7. They just scored.
having poise this stage of the game.
Shutout's over.
You can't have those kind of plays.
And this will be a touchback.
I still have my starters in.
Over the end line.
25-yard line.
Adam Thielen, he gets set to go again with the rest of this.
Thielen's going off so far. He has about almost 125 receiving yards.
Conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football.
It actually is probably a two-way conversation, because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seeing the payoff. Getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. 3rd down, operating from the gun. McClure, he's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
First down, Vikings.
From the gun, McClure.
It's picked off by the Saints, and it could be a pick 6. Danny.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
The 14-yard line.
Running with Kamara. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
I don't think a game is going to go to OT.
With their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets.
Oh, Danny, I might choke this game away.
Tim Patrick, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover.
You have to get all of them right to win 6,000.
And all about timing there on that short
Danny.
slant, Charles.
Exactly right.
You hear what I mean that I might choke this lead? So they scored a touchdown. I threw a pick. They went inside the 10, scored a touchdown. So it's 21-14 with 2:52 left in the game. I gotta be careful now.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
I knew this was gonna be a thriller at the end.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock defensively.
Scotty Miller with a catch. I scored a touchdown. I could clinch this game.
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it?
I had this 30-second offense, but I have a total of 352 yards.
They have to be aggressive.
Total.
An ideal
On
spot
offense.
here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less
2-minute
than a
warning.
yard. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he dumps this off over the middle. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout.
The whole thing weekends next year.
1:55 remaining. And not totally home free.
Okay,
yet,
do you
but
hear
it's
something
looking
that doesn't
good
make
as they
sense,
come up
Danny?
1st and 10.
The Vikings schedule's already out for next year. Yep. We have to play the Cowboys. No, but we only have to play in this year because we finished at the same place in our division. We got 3rd. And you guys got 3rd. No, they pick a certain 2 divisions, and you play the same team that win the same place as you. It's on the Vikings app / the NFL app. I found it on the NFL app. We have to play the Browns, the Cardinals, the Seahawks. We have a rivalry with the Saints and the Seahawks.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 5. I'm barely winning. Winning by 7 to the Saints. I could choke this game away. But I hope I don't. Here we go, I'm running. Running 3rd and 5. Melton. He gets the first down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set
Here we
of
go.
downs.
Melton gets his first career rushing touchdown and could clinch the game.
That should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick away. Fielded in the end zone.
Danny, I just got a notification from the ESPN app that there's a potential trade for Watson for Tua.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own
That would be weird.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long
That's a
time to get
possibility.
the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly.
Danny, I'm up by 2 touchdowns, but the Saints are driving and not giving up.
They got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play, and it'll result in a fresh
Carter with the game-saving tip.
as time has run out on this football game. It's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually.
Do you play Madden Mobile much?
So to get out there, get that done.
Do you know what you should do? There's actually an event that for every round of the playoffs, 2 events unlock. And at the end of the playoffs, Danny, you'll get a free 95. Michael Thomas. Titans, 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 Titans. Ooh. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Here we go. I'm on a 2-game winning streak after losing 3 straight.
today, from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah.
It's Week 10 of the NFL on EA
Yeah.
Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Coming up, we've got what should
The Raiders
be
Vikings
between the Minnesota Vikings and the Las Vegas Raiders.
at
Taking
Allegiant
it at the 3.
Stadium.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28.
Ball carried by number 28.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
A gain of 9.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on
Walmart.
1st and 10.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
A gain of 1 yard. And
Off the play fake. McClure going up top for Miller. And that is
Intended for Scotty Miller. Yeah, touchdown.
Secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
7-10.
On
Run by
2nd
Melton.
down, Melton. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. McClure got an open
Justin
man.
Jefferson's first catch in 3 games.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders.
His
30.
drought is gone
That
for
one
catch.
good for 16, and the drive will continue.
A gain of 16.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice.
Out of the
or something
4
in
and
that area,
4
but they
teams,
want
the
him involved just as you
Raiders
said.
versus
They want him
Vikings
to touch it either in the running
at
game
Las
or the
Vegas.
passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Vikings.
The first carry now for Benny Snell. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, McClure.
Almost caught by Thielen after the tip.
It brings up 3rd. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, McClure. Oh, bananas Miller, he's got it. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Thielen with another touchdown.
Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
The kick is good. Makes
Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the 1st quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. but they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders nothing.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. Catch is made by Hunter.
Fumble forced by Wilson. Vikings get a goal.
Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake in the ball and knock it free.
On 1st and 10, McClure looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Smith. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Looking to throw. McClure.
Ewan.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
To number 19.
Adam Thielen with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty
Carter with a fumble recovery, now a pick.
Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And this will be taken across midfield and into
The Raiders don't seem like they're 4-4.
Give him 9 on the carry that time.
On their second play of the last drive, I forced a fumble. Their first play of their second drive, pick.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And I already got 2 touchdowns.
Here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play.
I'm winning 14-0. They only have 10 yards of offense. And I got almost 100.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their
Goal
step.
melting.
They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Another carry for the running back.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Off play action. McClure. And that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
They're going to go holding on an obvious touchdown.
Holding offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's fourth. Gonzalez's kick is good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Good.
At their own
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
That's caught by Waller out left side. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Working from the gun, it's caught. Looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
Hendricks for the pick 6.
It's a touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Getting him up 24-0. It's not halftime yet.
Opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Carr now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
8-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
Carr to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
I'm up 24-0.
Throwing on first down, it's Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back.
24 zip.
And he's going to have a first down.
And it's not even halftime yet.
Range here at the 29.
The Raiders are 4-4 like me.
Las Vegas first. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And I just jinxed it. They scored. Darren Waller just lost Anthony Harris.
And the Raiders get a score closer.
Thielen has 2 touchdowns this game.
Come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
The extra point up and good. And that'll make it 24-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Incomplete. Brings up
after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. McClure going deep this time for Miller. And And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun on 3rd down. McClure.
I get sacked.
Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action.
I like
we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
I like
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Shotgun now for Carr.
Forced fumble. Carter's 2nd fumble recovery of the game.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard
Mess
line.
with me, Raiders.
We hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Off the play fake. McClure.
Almost picked by the Raiders.
They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Operating from the gun. McClure. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left
Danny,
it just short. No,
I just attempted a 62-yard field goal and missed it by an inch.
that would have been from way downtown. Pretty big.
Now they're got the ball at my 48.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here, because you've shown confidence in him. You're kicking it from a long distance. That'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off.
If I choke this lead, then I'm going to be triggered.
That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
10 at the 34-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
On the carry.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
At the 24-yard line.
Pterodactyl.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now they'll throw with Carr. McKinnon here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
That's good for another.
I got kicked out of that one, partner.
I just heard the announcer say that's
About
good.
trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size
Yes.
can't really hide it. With the tight end drag route, definitely
No, not
to
even
sneak
close.
him across the formation for an easy completion.
It was like,
and a 1st down.
that's good.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
That's good.
And he'll be
It doesn't take 3 guys to take down Darren Waller.
Couple, but they'll be let left, staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Again, it's Carr.
Pick by Patrick Surtain. He could go all the way for the 2nd pick 6 thrown by Carr today.
It's a foot race past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play.
Okay. Danny, since I'm winning 31-7, I'm putting in my backups. There. Okay. I'm putting in all my backups now.
this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and he'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Third down and 8 yards to go.
Throwing his car on third down. And now the ball's out.
Forced fumble.
Derek Carr
Like Columbus.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's got
I
the
think
point.
we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left.
Almost caught by Boykin.
To his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
Damn.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game,
I have my
teams
full
don't
backups
perform
in.
this kind of a lead.
Even wide receivers, everything.
Physically, and they took that opportunity right there.
I'm winning 31-7. Why wouldn't I? 5-14 in the whole 4th quarter yet. I'm giving my backup quarterbacks some playing time.
And the Vikings first down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Keem Lamb, the 2nd-year player, I think, or rookie.
Down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First down, Minnesota.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
You know what's dang it, I just changed it again. But this Raiders defense is trash, and my backups can drive on them. This is my first turnover of the game. I just threw a pick.
Yeah, still 3-score game though, 4th quarter. Now a dump
Goal.
off here complete.
Good tackle.
5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
If my defense allows nothing, I might just start with my backups.
17-yard line.
From the gun, it's Carr. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, Carr. And Sam's
Forced fumble by the backups.
Vikings pick up the football.
No, I'm not even watching it.
29.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't
So what happened?
afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th
Yeah, you'd
quarter.
say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On first down.
They call offensive pass interference? Oh,
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be
Okay.
2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be
Danny.
in that huddle with that offensive line.
the
I know
backup
exactly what they're
defense
saying. If you call a
forced
pass
a
play
fumble.
here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football.
Take that, Raiders. If my backup
Behind us and let's go.
defense can force fumbles,
And he'll
they're
lose
good.
yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings
Has
up
to be,
the
because
third
my
down.
backups just forced a fumble.
because
My third string linebacker just forced a fumble.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the
Leverage. First down inside the 10, 30, still 31-7. Come on, backups, we need a touchdown.
So the Vikings in possession of the football.
Pile, it already seals it. It's 2-minute warning now. And I throw another pick. My second pick in the red zone.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams...
A sack! My backup left end with a sack.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Another try after the first down sack. Carr, throw right side, going to be caught by Waller.
Come on, tackle him.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts.
My backups have allowed 0 points so far.
It'll be an important third down. Operating from the gun. Carr got his connection complete to Ruggs. First down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time.
Las Vegas.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
My backup corner with an interception. Dang, the Raiders are trash. My backups are playing with them.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now.
If I knew that my backups were this good, I would have started them.
Mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things?
Jamie Newman, my backup QB's thrown the only 2 picks thrown by me in the game.
Yeah, he better figure whatever the reason is. He better figure it out.
There's a Keem Lamb intended for Lamb, but incomplete.
So far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Go Boykin, go Boykin. You cannot run him. Huge play by Miles Boykin.
All the way down right around the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Caught by Boykin. I'm calling a timeout. I want to score with the backups.
Inside to 10 to the 7. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The pass. Incomplete in the end zone. Leads to...
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
A bad throw. Danny. I have 2 seconds left. Last play of the game. Have a chance to score with the backups. And it's a terrible throw by my backup QB.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all?
No, it was trash out of bounds.
But what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was.
I'm in a 3-game winning streak. 5-4, still in contention for playoffs. I win a weekly award. Kendrick got 5 tackles, a pick, a forced fumble, and he got a pick 6. What? Oh. Danny, you know Johnson, my favorite player that I've been using? He's been hurt for the last 8 weeks. He's back this week. Johnson of Boise, I think. No. He was on best wide receiver, and he's my number 2 wide receiver. Uh-oh, stinky. There we go. Here we go.
Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and take.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that. Here we go.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Number 28, the ball carrier.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 11 carries, 62 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, McClure. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it.
And look here, it's an opening drive.
Let's go. I just faked a punt on the CPU. Let's go.
Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Taken down.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
That's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?